So how is it going, Dank Division? Dank Dan here, and we are going to be focusing specifically on Warzone in regards to Vanguard. So those of you looking for the multiplayer stuff as well as everything else coming to Vanguard, that will be in a separate video to avoid this becoming too big of a behemoth. So let's dive in. So how do we begin this? Well, let's face it, for the past 18 months, yeah, that's right, we have been playing on Verdansk since March 10th of 2020 when the quarantine started, and since then this map has hosted over 100 million players, and plenty has changed since then. From pretty much going back in time after watching the original map get destroyed, playing through the 80s action heroes, the hauntings, Verdansk has pretty much been here since Warzone's inception. And finally, on November 18th, it begins Operation Flashback. To celebrate and bring back these classic moments and many more, Raven Software has created a special Operation Flashback limited time mode. This will feature plenty of surprises that will cover Verdansk's past. And with it comes 2 unique rewards that will be up for grabs. An emblem, just for simply participating in the event, and a little animated calling card if you actually manage to claim victory. So be ready to enjoy the nostalgia and get rewarded with an emblem just for playing, and for those who claim victory, proof of mastery for Warzone's past and present as we continue to look towards its future. So moving on November 24th, as we prepare for Verdansk to finally come to a climactic end, be prepared because you'll be able to uncover the secrets to the new map by digging up Secrets of the Pacific. This limited time event by Beanox will grant you vital information on the new map and its various points of interest prior to its launch in December, but only if you complete challenges across Vanguard and Warzone. Each game, like other events, will have its own set of tasks and rewards for completing, such as acquiring and protecting Pacific artifacts while fighting to survive in Verdansk. So be ready, because details that you will need to know for this event will be dropping on a later date. And I want you guys to think about this for a moment. We have 40 days left of Verdansk. Yeah, that's right. And you're not going to want to miss how it all ends, because the destruction begins on November 30th. We have yet to pretty much see any information on this event, except for this. Be ready, because we will finally say farewell to the Castovian city, quite possibly permanently and forevermore. But the more important thing that everyone is curious about is Call of Duty Warzone Pacific. Yeah, that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Caldera, a new map that is going to be something completely different. So, what's interesting is that Warzone finally changes its title. It's no longer just going to be called Warzone. It is now titled Call of Duty Warzone Pacific, or Warzone Pacific, however you wish to say it. This new Pacific normally launches as part of Vanguard's first season of content. A map that's about the same size as Verdansk, which it will replace as part of the update. This map is based on 2 years. 2 years of research and listening to the community. Built on the same tech and engine as Call of Duty Vanguard, this map is visually appealing as it is ready to support this new game's armaments, and will support fully optimized crossplay, cross-progression, and cross-gen support. It, as well as Warzone as a whole, is finally going to be supported by an official anti-cheat. For those of you who don't know, the Ricochet Anti-Cheat. This up-and-coming initiative, supported by a team of dedicated professionals, are focused on fighting unfair playing, will finally have several back-end anti-cheat security features by Vanguard's launch on November 5th. As part of the Season 1 update, this anti-cheat is going to deploy the server-side upgrades to Warzone, as well as a new internally developed kernel-level driver on PC to assist in identifying cheaters, which can allow players on all platforms to focus more on killing sweats and at least attempting to have a good time across both Vanguard and Warzone Pacific. This kernel-level driver will subsequently release for Vanguard on a later date. Now, if you guys haven't already learned anything about the Ricochet Anti-Cheat system, I will actually leave a link in the description down below so that you guys can check that out. But now we move in to talking about Warzone's new integration with Vanguard. So, where do we begin? First off, they are adding something new. Available to all players, for the first time ever, you will be taking to the skies. Yeah, that's right. It's going to get interesting because available to all players in Season 1, Vanguard Royale mode, and eventually, Plunder. Yeah, that's right. Plunder ain't fucking going anywhere. So, this new mode is going to include weaponry and vehicles, such as biplanes and anti-aircraft trucks. So the Pacific is going to actually have dogfighting. This means you're going to have aerial battles in the skies above the Majestic Isle. So be ready, because think of a precision airstrike where you are in the cockpit, ready to rain down fire on a squad or defend yours from an enemy pilot. That is pretty much the most basic terms of what you can do. But God help you, because I can already imagine someone's gonna kamikaze this bitch. I can call it as I sees it. Someone's gonna kamikaze you, and you can't do dick about it. So expect a new machine gun fighter aircraft to add yet another element of strategy and firepower to your squad's winning in this new mode. These are also just part of the brand new set of vehicles for Vanguard. You also have the anti-air truck. This provides a nice little solution to grounding planes other than using launchers, LMGs, stationary AA turrets, or taking to the skies yourself. So in these modes, be warned. Similar to how when Black Ops Cold War was integrated, with Vanguard's integration, only Vanguard weaponry can be used in loadouts. This limits streamlining the meta, granting new players an opportunity to jump in without facing fully maxed out loadouts right at launch. It also grants room for experimentation with these new weapons, giving the most hardcore community meta prophets a place to work on coming up with a winning loadout that eventually everyone will end up using, because who has time for originality anymore? So, some good news. Those players with previously earned Warzone content can use what they've acquired after Vanguard's integration. In fact, the December 2nd integration will follow the same format as Black Ops Cold War did when Warzone dropped. All operators from Vanguard, Black Ops Cold War, and Modern Warfare can be used across all of Warzone after integration, even in the Vanguard playlist. Your progression for, as I'll put it this way, your player level, your battle pass, all of it is synchronized not only across Vanguard, but across every game from Modern Warfare 2019 onward. This means Modern Warfare 2019, Black Ops Cold War, Vanguard, and Warzone Pacific. This means the seasonal leveling and prestige system will return, meaning you can level up across all these games as you see fit. This also means your level will reset to military rank 1 within all of these games. But that only applies to XP, as all content you previously unlocked will still be available. Your personal profile, pretty much your calling cards, your emblems, etc., can be comprised of what you already have from Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare, and you will be able to use what you will earn in Vanguard to be a combination of any of those games you wish. The store is also going to be stocked with Vanguard bundles as well as Legacy Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare content, all of which can be used in Warzone Pacific. In addition to being able to try out the new weapons and operators in Vanguard, those who purchase Vanguard prior to Season 1's official launch are going to be able to participate in something wonderful. 24-hour exclusive access in this new mode of Warzone Pacific starting on launch day. As for Black Ops Cold War and Modern Warfare weaponry, they'll have a place across both of Warzone's islands. So it's time we talk about all the legacy content in Standard. So let's put it this way. Once that Season 1 drops, we're looking at 150 fucking weapons within Standard Battle Royale and Plunder modes, as well as for those of you who have been worried looking at Rebirth, that shit is not going anywhere because Rebirth Island is staying, Resurgence continues, and expect this alternative to continue supplementing the main Warzone map continuing. For those of you who have also been sitting down going, I just spent all this money on Bertha skins and all this shit, what the hell is going to happen to those? I've got good news for you. Your pink anime truck isn't going anywhere. Hey, Bruno John 117, if you're watching this right now, you get to keep your Big Bertha because those original vehicles, including ATVs and other Verdansk era modes of transportation, are still going to exist in these playlists. What's amazing is that Warzone is still big enough for 2 islands after all. So for those with Warzone experience since integration with Modern Warfare and Black Ops Cold War, all those 100 plus weapons you leveled up and perfected loadouts for can still be used across many Warzone Pacific playlists, and here are 2 that they can reveal at the moment. The first are playlists that include Rebirth Island. From Resurgence to Mini Royales and many more surprises to come, Rebirth Island is not going anywhere. To those of you who don't know what this means, the other is your familiar Battle Royale and Plunder experiences, but taking place on Caldera. Whether it is modern from Cold War or just with Vanguard, you can use any of the weapons to earn or level up that can be used in normal playlists. The usual playlists are going to be home to the original vehicles you've been driving before, ATVs, SUVs, helicopters, like that, while the dedicated Vanguard modes will have all the new vehicles to get around, such as the planes, the AA truck, and the original vehicle set, as well as any vehicle skins you've unlocked for them, will still exist in these other playlists. So pretty much, it sounds like you have a Vanguard only playlist, meaning you will not see Modern Warfare and Cold War weapons in that playlist, and you will have a all as in everything across the board weapons playlist, meaning you're going to have chances of different metas. You're going to have, okay, what's the one for if we only have Vanguard weapons, what's the meta? Versus, all right, we now have Vanguard, Cold War, and Modern Warfare. Is the Kar 98 still going to be a king? So, dear Lord, all of these exciting Warzone additions are just a small piece of what we are going to be seeing as we get closer and closer to integration. Dear Lord. With that being said, that is pretty much all I've got for you guys in regards to the Warzone side of what we will be seeing upon Vanguard's integration. Leave a comment down below. What are your thoughts as we get closer and closer to Vanguard's inevitable release? What's the first thing you're going to do? Are you going to be continuing to stay on Rebirth? Do you intend to hop onto Plunder? Are you going to test out only being able to use Vanguard weapons and see how you favor? Are you going to play against people who have Modern Warfare and Cold War weapons and see how the Vanguard guns stack up? So, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And again, leave a comment down below because I love the conversations I have with every last one of you. And whatever you're doing, have a wonderful day, night, whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. And of course, you guys remember, you guys are the meta. This is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to hit that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers.
15.
What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.